could just die, 'cause I didn't need to love you. Wouldn't it be nice if you could just die, 'cause you didn't need to love me too. Wouldn't it be nice if you could just die, 'cause I didn't need to love you. Wouldn't it be nice if you could just die, 'cause I didn't need to love you too. Your head's like a lollipop, you've got no mistake on your egoism. Your brain's like a billion mops, you couldn't keep it in a bucket if you had a decision.
Can you see me? Am I real? You see the tears on my face, the ones you call disgrace. I don't see them, they just slip out. Uninvited, they come if I'm asleep or awake, and then I see my face is wet. You don't see them because they're fake. They make believe like me. I'm not here, I'm not real.
I'm not real. Can you hear me? Am I alive? Can you hear my screams? Do they infiltrate your dreams? My screams ring silently through the rain.
My screams ring silently through the rain. They echo in the dead of night. I stop for breath, then scream again.
My screams are false, contrived.
You don't hear me though, be it dark or light.
Can you feel me?
My screams are false, contrived. I'm not a person.
Can you feel me when I punch and bite and kick?
Can you feel me? Do I exist? Do you feel me when I punch and bite and kick?
To hurt you or to be cruel.
The rawness of my pain creates an absence of logic.
You don't know that
I don't do it to hurt you or to be cruel. The violence that escapes me is an unrequired tool. You don't know that I'm trying to get free. My kicks don't touch you, nor does my fist. Because I'm not real. I don't exist.
Am I sweet? Can you taste my intense fear? Or my innumerable salted tears?
Can you taste my intense fear or my innumerable salted tears? My tears fall down my cheek and through my lips.
The flavour of tension has me in its grip. But you don't taste the fear brewing in my
The flavour of tension has me in its grip.
Obsolete. My heart is empty, never sweet.
To you I'm irrelevant, obsolete. My heart is empty,
Who am I?
never sweet. Can you smell me?
As did the small
Who am
child that
I?
once
Do I
knew.
smell of sweetness like you?
When we each lose our self-control, then we both smell sharp.
When we each lose our self-control, then we both smell sharp and bitter, and the fear that emanates from my soul smells foul and rank in its unpleasant fetor. But you can't smell me, because I lie. I lie that I exist. So then, who am I?
Rather than come to expect anything
And at the end of the day,
can I
with nothing of
ask
excitement
myself
that could have been,
over and over
I,
myself
ever failing to
exact
recover,
their worst
back to you.
I
revelations.
ask myself over and
nothing
over,
because of
my
you.
visions of the future exact their worst revelations.
Rather than
I am
come to
nothing
expect
because of
anything
you.
from you, can I ask myself,
And at the end
over
of
and
the day,
over
with
my
nothing
visions
of
of the
excitement,
Rather
future,
than come to
exact their
And
worst
at the end of the day,
revelations.
with nothing of
Can I
excitement that could have
ask
been,
myself
I
over
am
and
never
over
going to recover.
my visions
And
of
at
the
the end of the
future
day, with
exact
nothing
their
of
worst
excitement that could have
revelations.
been,
Rather
I am
than
nothing
come to
failing
expect
to you.
anything from
come
you,
back to you.
can I ask myself? Over and over,
And
my
at the end of
visions
the
of the
day,
future
with
exact
nothing
rather
of
than come
excitement
to
that could have
expect
been,
anything
nothing
from me.
I
I
am
am
never
never
failing
ask
to
myself.
recover. I
Over
ever
and over,
failing
my
to recover.
visions of the future
Come back
exact
to you.
their worst And at the end of the revelations. day, with nothing of excitement that could
And
have
at the
been,
end of the day,
I
with
ever
nothing of
failing to
excitement
recover.
that
And
could
at the end of the
Rather
day,
than
with
I
nothing of
ever failing
excitement
to
that could
recover.
have been,
come back to you.
I
Can I
ever failing to
ask
recover,
myself
come back to
over
you.
and over my visions of the future exact their worst revelations. I'm nothing
And at
because
the end
you.
of the day, with nothing of excitement that could have been, I, ever failing to recover, come back to you.
Rather than come to expect anything
And at the
from
end
you,
of the day,
can I
with nothing of
ask
excitement
myself
that could have been,
over and over my
I,
Rather than
visions of
ever
the future
failing to
anything
recover,
from
exact their
you,
worst
back to
can I
revelations.
ask myself over and
nothing
over,
because of
my
you.
visions of the future exact their worst revelations.
rather than
I am
come to
nothing
expect
because of
anything
you.
from you, can I ask myself,
And at the end
over
of the
and
day,
over
with
my
nothing of
visions of the
excitement
Rather
future,
than come to
exact their
And at
expect
the end of the
anything from
day,
you,
with nothing of
can
excitement
I
that could have
ask
been,
myself
And
I
at
am
over
the
and
never
end
going
over
to
my
recover.
visions
And
of
at
the
the end of the
future
day, with
exact
nothing
their
of
worst
excitement that could have been,
revelations.
Rather
I am
than
nothing
come to
failing
expect
to you.
anything from
come
you,
back to you.
can I ask myself? Over and over
And
my
at the end of
visions
the
of
day,
the future
with
exact
nothing
their
of
worst
excitement,
revelation.
with nothing
I
I
am
ever
not
feeling to
myself.
recover. I
Over
ever
and over
feeling
my
to recover.
visions of the future
Come back
exact
to you.
their worst
And at the end of the
revelations.
day, with nothing of excitement that could
And
have
at the
been,
end of the day,
I
with
ever
nothing of
failing to
excitement
recover.
that could
And
have
at the end of the
Rather
day,
than to
with nothing of
ever failing
excitement
to
that
recover.
could have been,
come back to you.
I
Can I
ever failing to
ask
recover,
myself
come back to
over
you.
and over my visions of the future, exact their worst revelations. I'm nothing
And at
because
the end
you.
of the day,
Rather than to expect anything
and at the
from
end
you,
of the day,
can I
with nothing of
ask
excitement
myself
that could have been,
over and over my
I
rather than
visions of
ever
the future,
failing to recover.
anything
exact
from
their
you,
worst
back to
can I
revelations.
ask myself over and
nothing
over
because of
my
you.
visions of the future exact their worst revelations.
Rather than
I am
come to
nothing
expect
because of
anything
you.
from you, can I ask myself,
And at the end
over
of
and
the day,
over
with
my
nothing of
visions of the
excitement
Rather
future,
than come to
exact their
And at
expect
the end of the
anything from
day,
you,
with nothing of
can
excitement
I
that could
ask
have been,
myself,
And
I
over
am
and
failing
over
to
my
recover.
visions
And
of
at
the
the end of the
future,
day, with
exact
nothing
their
of
worst
excitement that could have
revelations.
been,
Rather
I am
than
nothing
come to
failing
expect
to
anything from
come
you,
back to you.
can I ask myself? Over and over
And
my
at the end of
visions
the
of the
day,
future
with
exact
nothing
their
of
worst
excitement,
revelation.
with nothing
I
I
am
ever
not
failing to
myself.
recover. I
Over
ever
and over
failing
my
to recover.
visions of the future
Come back
exact
to you.
their worst
And at the end of the
revelations.
day, with nothing of excitement that could
And
have
at the
been,
end of the day,
I
with
ever
nothing of
failing to
excitement that
recover.
could
And
have
at the
been,
end of the
rather
day,
than to
with nothing of
ever failing
excitement
to
that
recover.
could have
How did you start fishing?
I started fishing, I think it was when I was about 7 years old. We used to live down by the River Ifan, just on the way through Newbridge and Moy. On a farm there, and my mother we used to go for walks down there and everything, and she used to fish there as a girl. So she bought me a rod and started to show me how to set up and cast and stuff like that.
Do you remember when you first took me fishing?
Yeah, I do. I think you were about 8 years old, 7 or 8. And we're by Abergavenny, which is the River Mono. And you've been with me a few times with your cousin, watching, and got interested in it. So we let you have a go. And I think probably the 3rd or 4th cast there was a bit of a bite, and you got all excited about that, but you didn't catch on that one, got away. But I think it was after about the casting after, you got a bite, and I told you to strike, which means getting the rod and lifting it straight up, backwards, tight, so you keep the fish on the hook. And yeah, you reeled your first trout in at about £2 it was.
What is your usual fishing method?
Well, normally I do a little bit of, with a worm and float and stuff like that, but it's mostly spinning, because some people call it cheating, but because what it is, the trout or whatever it may be in the river, the chub or the grayling, they see it and they get aggressive and they strike at the spool. It's the spoon it is that spins. And you get different sizes and types, and the one I normally use is a black spoon with yellow dots on it, and that's the one I have most luck catching the brown trout.
What was the most memorable fish you caught?
Well, mostly catching brown trout, to be honest, and the biggest one on these rivers, the Ifan and the Mono, they're not that big a river like the Wye, but I think it was 3.5, just over 3.5 pounds.